Cosplay a character that's current and topical. Cosplay a character from a game that came out 18 years ago. I adore the Portal games. I have loved these games for years. I especially adore this robot woman who bullies you throughout the entire game. I love her and have wanted to cosplay her since forever, and I'm finally gonna do it. GLaDOS looks like this, so what I'm gonna do is more of an interpretation of her character and make it more human. The most common way I've seen people portray GLaDOS is with a faceplate over their eye or face. Even Barbie's done it like this, and I'm also going to do it like this. Here is what I've drawn up. I gave her a lab coat because she's a scientist, and some robot hands, and then, of course, the faceplate. I have actually started some pieces of this already. I will show you what I've done so far. I made these things a couple months ago and then got distracted, so here's what I've got so far. The lab coat I just purchased. I didn't sew this, but I did sew the little belt thing. I'll let voiceover scribble explain how I made it because me right now doesn't remember. Voiceover scribble here. This is the pattern I used for the belt. I kind of just cut out a outer layer and lining layer and attached the two together. I added some zip tie boning to give it a little bit of structure, and it closes just with some Velcro, and then I used some iron-on vinyl to add these orange little details. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but that's the belt. What I'm working on now are her robot arms. I'm following Kamui Cosplay's robot arm tutorial for this. I'll put a link in the thingy description. I've already made the gloves for this, so the next step is patterning out all the little robot pieces. I'm gonna start with the fingies first, just because that's a lot of individual little pieces, and I want to get that out of the way. She just started with some paper and made her pattern on that, and then traced it onto craft foam, so that's what I'm gonna do. I thought the process of making each pattern piece for my fingers was gonna hurt my brain, but it wasn't so bad. You basically just trace your finger, add a little bit of extra width on the side so it can wrap around a little bit, and I did that for each of my fingers and had my pattern. Fingies are patterned. Next, I'm going to do the back of my hand. This is really fun. I'm kind of wanting to make more robot arms now. Do I cosplay Edward Elric just to make an automail arm? Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I should finish this first and see how it goes. But this is really fun. In the tutorial, she put tape on her glove and then traced it out. I'm just gonna put it right on my skin. Maybe don't do it like I do it, but I'm just lazy. My gloves are all the way over there and I can't be bothered to put them on. This is not duct tape, so it's not as sticky. This is painter's tape, but that's what I'm doing different. Any part of my hand that like bends, I don't want to flatten because I need it to be flexible, so I'm doing it in segments. So like my thumb that needs to move, this will be a different portion, and then the back of my hand is pretty flat, so I can make a bigger piece here. Ah! I lit it. Just dying directly on the thing. Yep. And then my thumb. Can you tell what's going on there? Okay, I'm gonna take this off and cut it out. I did this same exact process for my forearm. I just stuck some tape on there, drew what I thought looked cool, and then used that for my pattern. Now that I had all my pattern pieces, I then traced it onto some craft foam. I don't remember what millimeter size my craft foam was, but it was like the thinnest one you can get at the craft store. And I just traced everything on there and cut it out. For the fingers, I used an X-Acto knife to carve out some channels. This allows it to bend at a better angle, and then I used my hot glue gun to glue those into place. Then I applied a couple coats of primer before adding a white glossy acrylic paint to all of my pieces, and after that acrylic paint was dried, I then went in and weathered it. I used a mixture of some black and silver paints and just went to town putting little scratches and dirt on everything, just making it look worn and lived in. And then I finished the paint job with a top coat of satin varnish. And then I took these wires and glued them into my arm piece. All the pieces were now ready to be glued to my gloves. This is the glue that Kamui used in her tutorial. This stuff was awesome. I have not had any problems with any of the pieces falling off, and it was kind of hard to come by though, so if you know a similar alternative that is easier to come by, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this stuff was great. I thought it was kind of funny since I marked the back of my pieces with ink. The glue made it run and I had these black patches all over my arm. The glue is drying on the second arm still, but both the gloves are now done. These turned out so cool. I absolutely love how they turned out. Now that these are done, I think the next thing I'm going to do is add a couple more details on the lab coat there, and then we'll move on to some more armor stuff. But these are done and out of the way. All I added to the lab coat was an Aperture logo on the back and some orange on the pockets using more of that iron-on vinyl. Then I moved on to the shoulder pad thingies. I decided to put this texture on them, and this is achieved by just slicing some marks right into the foam with my box cutter, and then later when you heat the foam up, those marks will open up wider. And here I am assembling the pieces that make up the accessory that goes on the side of my head. Alright, so I am now working on the part of the costume that I've been kind of nervous to tackle just because it is all the like face accessories and it's going to go over my eye. I have these pieces made. I still have to Dremel the side and then glue these together. For my eye piece, I made this paper prototype and it'll just kind of sit like that. I'll take this apart and trace it to some craft foam and get started on constructing all of this. I think this is the last bit of the costume that I need to work on is her face. So yay. This part was pretty straightforward, just taking my paper pattern and tracing it onto my foam and then using some contact cement to glue all the pieces together. For her glowy eye, I used a piece of plastic that I sanded and then set up some lights behind it. Oh, I also colored it yellow with a Sharpie. The light setup is super simple. It's just a diode taped to a battery, and to hold it in place, I made this little foam box that it could sit in. here I am just sanding off any rough edges on my pieces before painting them, and the process of painting these is exactly the same as how I did my gloves, just starting with primer, using acrylic paint for the base coats, and then weathering them, and then finishing it off with a top coat. New hair. So all the foam pieces are done now, and the final step of making this cosplay is attaching all the things to the costume. For the shoulder pad thingies, I think I'm just going to put Velcro on the underside and then also on the lab coat. That seems pretty simple and straightforward. But for these, it's going to be a little bit more complicated because they're attaching to my face. I think what I'm going to do is add some Warbler straps that I can then slide up under the wig, and then do something similar for this one, but slide into the wefts on the side. That's my plan. Hopefully it works. Let's finish this costume. I had no issues gluing the Velcro to the foam, but when I tried gluing it to the fabric, I did run into a problem. So the hot glue stuck to the fabric, but not this side of the Velcro. I think it's just because it's not very porous. Anyways, I'm just gonna mark where they sit and then sew the other Velcro on. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place, but okay. Change of plans. So my initial idea was to use Warbler for the eyepiece, but I think I had a Jimmy Neutron style brain blast, and instead I'm going to use wire, mostly because it's more lightweight and it's malleable, so I can fix it to the shape of my head easier. I'm just gonna glue the wire in the corners. Hopefully it works and it stays, but that is the new plan. It's working, it's working. Right now I just have a headband and some bobby pins keeping it in place, but I think this will work. I did notice that the light kind of bleeds down a little bit here, so I probably will just put some black foam to block the light coming through like that. Also, if I'm at a con and would like to perceive depth with both of my eyes, I can just slide this up further into the wig and be able to use both my eyes. So it's got two options now. Pretty cool. I added this yellow strip of fabric to both soften the light and then also add a little bit more vibrant color to the eyepiece, and then I glued on some wire so I could slide the head accessory into the wig, and the cosplay was now complete. GLaDOS is done. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Everything's holding together really nicely. I haven't had things sliding or falling off of me, so that's always a plus. It's a pretty comfortable costume despite two things. The first being this. It's not physically uncomfortable, but my depth perception is just non-existent. I'm kind of stumbling around the room. So I'm glad I made it able to be worn two ways, because like, again, if I'm at a con, I don't want to be bumping into vendors or people, but for just in my house, this is totally fine. And then the other thing are the gloves. They're not physically uncomfortable to wear. They're just kind of annoying because I can't use my phone. It doesn't work with touchscreens, but I have one of these stylus pens. So if you make one, I recommend getting a stylus pen so you can use your phone without having to take your gloves off. Also, this arm is sliding down a little bit as I wear it, so I'll probably just sew it a little bit tighter so it doesn't slide down so much. This one's holding up great, so I'll just kind of match that. But yeah, those are my only kind of complaints about this costume. I'm so happy. I would say that this was a triumph and a huge success. If you got this far in the video, thank you for watching. You get a piece of cake. Yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! As I was editing this video, I managed to dig up one of my old Portal animations that I made. This thing is so old. I made this 15 years ago, and I thought I would put it at the end of this video as a fun little treat. The music is different just because copyright reasons, but yeah, here it is. Enjoy!